Fans of MMA on YouTube, what's up? Here we are to do MMA issue of the week, number 4. Sorry I didn't get here sooner, it being Thanksgiving in Canada yesterday, so I didn't get to post my MMA issue on a Monday, but whatever, Tuesday will suffice. Cut to the chase right now. The issue of this week: elbows, stomps, soccer kicks, and knees. What should be used in the UFC, with the acquisition of Pride? And I know it's not just the UFC, it's the Nevada State Athletic Commission that decides and whatnot. But big issue I want to bring up first is the cuts that elbows cause. That seems to be the big issue. Cuts is something I would not like to see stop a fight. Because there could be, a great fight, and it gets stopped by a cut, or someone could be kicking the shit out of someone, and sorry for using those terms, but somebody could be controlling and dominating a fight, boom, cut, it's over. One example I will use is, I was actually just rewatching The Ultimate Fighter Season 1 the other night, and realized how bad Chris Lieben was whooping Kenny Florian until the elbow. And that split Chris open, and that was it. I am not taking sides on what rules of Pride or anything like that, but if it was up to me, I would allow knees on the ground, stomps, 4-point attacks and such. The things I would leave out would be elbows, obviously, and I'm not too keen on soccer kicks either, because someday someone's gonna get a toe in the eye, and then that's gonna be it's gonna be terrible, and someone loses a little bit of vision there in their eye if it happens. There's not much to say with this issue. What you feel would be appropriate rules, and especially in the cage, because there's so many fights like. You look at Heath Herring, Jake O'Brien. The first takedown that Heath Herring stuffed, if that was if 4-point attacks were allowed, knees on the ground, Jake O'Brien would have been fucked. And that's the gist of it. But I'm not going to go on a rant here saying who would have won under what rules if they were Pride rules or whatever. But anyways, I thought this would be a great issue to talk about, because I know it's been addressed over and over. But come tell me what you think, because I think it'd make it more exciting if there were knees and maybe kicks and stomps on the ground, because then you got guys like Shogun who can jump over the feet and stomp the feet, and I'll tell you something, it'd make a lot of movement on the ground, because you get north-south position, you want to get the fuck up as soon as fucking possible, so you're not getting fucking punted in the face. It'll keep the action moving and whatnot. And the other issue I want that kind of branches from this I want to talk about is stand-ups. The stand-ups in Pride, and like I said, not favoring rules. I like the fact that they restart in the middle on the ground, but in saying that, I wouldn't want to take away where the UFC just stands up and says stand up and go. I think they should really work on merging the rules a bit. I'd like to see elbows completely out of the game. I'm not a fan of elbows, but you look when just look at the video. Tell me what you think. Think about it. Like I said, I think it's a great issue to talk about. So just ask yourself what you'd like to see in the UFC now, with mostly the acquisition of Pride. And by no means am I saying, it's because there's no Pride rules that these, MMA guys coming over from Pride are losing, because it's not. They just didn't properly train. Because I think a lot of the UFC fighters would be dangerous with those rules, because, like I'm telling you, man, Sean Shirk, I think he'd be deadly with knees on the ground. Randy Couture, obviously, guys like that. Mostly for, wrestlers. But there's guys who land the big punch, like Rampage or Chuck or Keith Forrest or guys like that. They land the big punch, guy goes down, get a few stomps in there, a few soccer kicks, but I think it can make it exciting. Definitely keep the pace moving, and I won't lie, I prefer ring to cage. I miss the ring, but it's all right because MMA is MMA, and I love MMA. But just tell me what you think. Responses, comments, messages, doesn't matter. Once again, the issue is elbows, knees, soccer kicks, stomps, shit like that. What do you want to see? Once again, I will voice my opinion that I think elbows should be out due to the cuts, and none of us like to see a fight stopped by a cut, because anyone could beat anyone at any given time, and that's never going to change. But just with the with cuts, it makes it more, I don't know the word, but it makes it so that anyone literally could beat anyone. You catch a cut, you could be losing all 3 rounds of a fight and not have thrown a shot, and then throw one elbow, and boom, split open, you win the fight. That's the kind of shit I don't like to see. But anyways, sorry for going on a rant here. Just elbows, knees, soccer kicks. What would you like to see in the UFC for striking rules? What would you like to see out? Thanks for all the support, guys. UFC Kid, which is Evan, Mark, Chase, all you guys. Check out their videos. They're great videos. I got more of my issues posted, 1, 2, and 3 as well. This is number 4. So until I see you guys next time, take care, and just enjoy MMA. I'll have my UFC 77 Hostile Territory prediction posted up in a few hours. Take care, guys.